Shannon Bailey, and I'm the Chief Curator here at the World Chess Hall of Fame. And I just wanted to welcome you tonight to our exhibition opening, Her Turn, which is curated by Allred, and I'll introduce her in just a moment. I want to give a special thanks to Tony Rich, who's the director of the Chess Club and Scholastic Center, and Joy Bray, who is our general manager of the organizations in the chess campus. And we definitely have to thank Rex and Jeannie Singfield for their constant support of chess in St. Louis. Her Turn came out of a special programming effort that we're doing this year, partnered with the Ladies' Night exhibition on Floor 1 to highlight female chess players and the great work that they have done. And we have had a lot of great programming, including ladies' chess lessons on Thursday nights. And you can find out more about that information on our website. We've got flyers downstairs as well. So I am honored to introduce Emily Allred, who is our assistant curator, who does just amazing work here at the World Chess Hall of Fame. And this show is her dream. Thank you.
Thank you, Shannon. I want to welcome all of you and thank you for coming. I really am thrilled to see so many people at the show today. And I also wanted to thank all of the staff at the Chess Club and Scholastic Center of St. Louis, as well as the World Chess Hall of Fame. Shows like this are the work of a number of people employed by the institutions, and it's only done through their support, contributions, and incredible labor. I also would like to thank Jeannie and Rex Singfield for their support. Their dedication to the game helps us create shows like these. Our lenders I'd like to thank are Richard Benjamin, John Donaldson, Woman International Master Ruth Herring, Julie O'Neill, Grandmaster Susan Polgar and Paul Trong, Woman International Master Alexi Root, FIDE Master Alan Savage, Mike Utt, and the John G. White Collection at the Cleveland Public Library, which is a great supporter of our shows as well. I'd also like to thank May and Rachel Lee for coming in for the opening of the show, and our other contributors, Rusa Golatiani, Alexandra Kostyniuk, and Jennifer Shahadi, who are not present tonight, but really were wonderful helps with the creation of the show. As Shannon stated, Her Turn is part of an effort on behalf of the Chess Campus to highlight the work of female players, as well as encourage more women to get into the game. And so it originated a couple of years ago when we got a donation from the family of Jacqueline Piatigorsky. And prior to that donation, we didn't have a lot of material in our collection related to female players. And so that really elevated our collection and also inspired the thought, why don't we do an entire historical show on the subject? So that idea expanded, and so we have artifacts on view related to international women's chess, as well as chess in the United States. The work of players like Grandmaster Susan Polgar, who's in attendance tonight, as well as organizers, writers, and other people who have contributed to the game. And if you'd like, I'd like to kind of walk you through the gallery and highlight the contributions of some of the other folks that we have in attendance tonight. Ruth Herring, who's standing over here by this vitrine, and John Donaldson, who's a great friend of the institution and has contributed to many of our shows. So if you'd like, we'll start here. And this vitrine has artifacts related to chess in the United States in the 1930s through 50s, and it shows a lot of the players who helped develop the U.S. chess scene at that time, including Mona May Karp and Gisela Gresser, who were two of the first women inducted into the World Chess Hall of Fame, or the U.S. Chess Hall of Fame. And we're lucky to have the score sheet on view, which is from the first United States Women's Championship tournament that was organized by the United States Chess Federation. And we also have a trophy from our collection named for Mary Bain, who is another early women's champion who did a lot to promote the game. And then moving this way, we have a case with some really lovely loans from Ruth Herring. who's one of the top American players in the 70s, and she loaned us some really nice memorabilia related to tournaments at that time. And she also contributed to our brochure, which is available for free over here, and you can take one when you leave. And I'll let her say a few words about coming up as a chess player.
Thank you. I started playing in the late 70s and played through the 80s, and this was a transition period. The Giselle Aggressor and Mona Karp were still playing in 1974 when I started, so I was honored to play them. It's like playing a legend. And then gradually the young players came in and everybody changed. I played for about 10 years in the Women's Championship and in 5 Olympiads, and I've donated a lot of materials to the event.
Thank you, Ruth. And if you follow me this way, I'm going to introduce Susan Polgar, Women's World Chess Champion, and she's been incredibly generous in her support of the show and loaned a number of materials, including her championship trophy and medals from the Chess Olympiads. And I'll let her speak a little bit about her career.
Thank you so much, Emily. Good evening, everyone. I'm really pleased to see so many of you coming out on this cold evening to see this exhibit. I've been many times in the Hall of Fame back even in Miami. However, as you know, chess has been very much a male-dominated sport for all these years, not just in competition, but also in management. And I had a little bit of mixed emotions being here tonight, because I remember vividly when one of the board members of the Chess Federation told me within the past decade that the only time you ever be in the Hall of Fame if you buy your own ticket of entrance. So being here tonight has kind of mixed feelings, but kind of jokes aside, I'm really, really appreciative that despite the men who feel that way, the Hall of Fame and the Singfeld family supports women's chess, and I think especially in view of that, it's very meaningful. And I think it's definitely a big step in the right direction. And that is why I gladly loan some of the artifacts that you can see here, and I'll just very briefly mention a couple of them. This one here that's really small, but it's the first kind of in a chronological order. When my sisters and I, still representing Hungary at the time, we won the Olympic gold the second time for Hungary in 1990. So that's a medal I don't think has been seen since those days when we actually received it on the podium. So take a look at this little gold medal. Over there, hiding a little bit, but a nice colorful painting from Eastern Europe was made when, to represent that I broke the gender barrier in becoming the first woman to earn a Grandmaster title. It's nice and colorful, so I hope you appreciate that. Across it, you will see my 3 World Championship diplomas, which is part of the Triple Crown, which is the first ever Triple Crown achieved by any chess player. The second one was Magnus Carlsen just a couple of years ago. And the one right here, this tree that's very special, it doesn't look like a chess trophy, right? But it signifies the region where the World Championship match took place in 1996, and I won the match, the title from the Chinese champion Xi Jun. It's a region of olive trees, and this is an olive tree made out of silver, and that was the trophy that completed the Triple Crown. So that's that trophy. And let's see what else. And there I have 2 more trophies there, recognizing my coaching successes over the past few years. So I hope you'll enjoy these artifacts as well as, of course, all the others that are very great collection of different aspects of women's chess, and also as a chairperson of the Women's Commission for the FIDE, World Chess Federation, we are very thankful for the Hall of Fame and the Sinfeld family for putting this show on. Thank you so much.
Before I move on, I want to point out Catherine Niehaus, who curated a project related to this show over at the Chess Club and Scholastic Center of St. Louis, and it details U.S. Women's Championships that have been held actually on the chess campus. So there are signed boards, photographs, score sheets, and other artifacts, and I encourage you all to go over there and check it out. And then I'd also like to introduce International Master John Donaldson, who helped with the donation of the video that we have on view here, and he's going to speak a little bit about who it used to belong to.
The video, which I strongly recommend that you check out, it's not particularly long, but it's quite interesting, was made in connection with the 1963 Piatigorsky tournament, and you'll see a woman that's in this little video, and her name is, of course, the same, Jacqueline Piatigorsky. She was a leading American player. She was also an important organizer of the two Piatigorsky Cups. To put those into perspective, those are the strongest tournaments held in the United States until the Sickfield Cups. Top to bottom, they had world-class players in both events. And the event that is featured in this video is from 1963. And if you look at it, you'll find not only the Piatigorskys, Jacqueline and her husband Gregor, who's a world-class cellist, and the competitors in the tournament. You'll also find people like Ed Edmondson, who played such a prominent role in leading Bobby Fischer's World Championship. I conclude my remarks by noting that Jacqueline wasn't just a player and an organizer, she was a real visionary, and you can see that in her support for scholastic chess in the early 1960s, her support for inner-city programs for disadvantaged youth, for those that are physically handicapped. I mean, she sponsored teams that competed in the blind chess Olympiads for the blind. I could go on and on, but she was really an exceptional person. She was, of course, a person born into great wealth, but you wouldn't have known that if you had met her. And she was quite humble from all the people I've spoken to, and she really did a lot of good things. So I encourage you to check out this video.
Thank you, John, and thank you all for coming. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you.